Throughout Will Not Be Wed, I've pretty much shown how the homosexual cause is creating great loss in our world. Creating loss of love, by creating a loss of the love between man and woman, creating a dislike between the two, creating a loss of children, by creating unions that bear no life, and people who never bear children and never bear life in this world, which I think is just sad, because those children could have done what? I mean, what accomplishments could they have done? Anything that you could accomplish, or I could accomplish, or anyone could accomplish. Throughout this world, homosexuality has just been nothing but a cause. They say, no, homosexuality has done great things for this world, but it really hasn't. What great things has it done for this world? None. What great loss has it created? A lot. How many children unborn because of the homosexual cause? How many children unborn because their parents were never together because they were homosexual instead? How many relationships ended because of homosexual choices? Because they found that they wanted to be homosexual instead of with one of the opposite sex. They figured they didn't like the opposite sex. They wanted to destroy the opposite sex because they couldn't handle the differences between them. But don't you see? Those differences is what makes it all worthwhile. The differences is what creates the endless amount of creation that is readily available. The differences between a man and a woman create the endless pleasures and endless troubles. Endless in every quality. Because one will never figure out the other. And who would take this endless creation from the world? A homosexual cause would. Endless creation. Without limits. To good or bad or anything in between. Endless. Endless possibilities and availability. Endless in quantities. Through generations. All possible through a man and a woman. But who takes that from this world? The homosexual cause. The little entities inside of the homosexual cause say, what about our hearts? We love each other. Fine, love each other. But respect the love of those who choose the endless qualities. And stop this barraging, this barrage of media and influence to try and take our children from us. To try and influence us against the creation of life. Against the creation of our children and our families. The endless creation. Well, you have your single hearts who have their limited creation. Limited by a lifetime. Limited by what you know. Because you know it all. Because you already know the map. While on the opposite sex side of the unions, the map's unknown. The qualities are unknown. And endlessly will we be confused and confounded, trying to figure out one another, and creating endless creations for one reason or another. So it tries to take this endless creation from this world. Not me. I try to defend it. And that's what these videos are about. Defending the endless creation that is possible. But who wants an end to the endless creation? Who wants an end to creation in its existence? The existence of our children. The existence of the union that creates our children. An end to the existence of respect for our ancestors that bore us, that bared us and bared us into this world, that bore children into this world, who birthed each and every one of our grandparents and our ancestors. How much respect has the homosexual cause shown them? Throwing away that union that created themselves and created all of that which was before them, or treating it with disregard and disrespect, which is why I am firmly convinced that homosexuality is the false good. A false good. Do you think it's a false good? When it takes so much from this world, it claims and pretends to be of no threat, tries to claim some goodness in this manner or this, but really cannot prove it for any factual manner. What good does homosexuality do? Is it a good thing? No, it isn't. It is a false good. And upon the final days, I'd be saying the same thing. Who else would be? There were only a few of us left. And almost that sexuality was presented as a choice. Would it be a good thing then? We put up with it because our population is so large. We don't have to worry about our population falling under. But how much of our population do we lose? By this false good, this homosexual cause. But there are just a few men and women left on earth. Would homosexuality be a good cause? Would it even be an option? Because we'd have to repopulate what? But that's not something to worry about nowadays, because why? Because we've got plenty of people? Maybe they should have said that about the birth of some of these homosexual brides. They were the ones that should have been born. But then their parents would have been the homosexual pride, wouldn't they? So is homosexuality a good thing? Definitely not. Is it a bad thing? I don't know. It's a personal choice. With this population as large as it is, I suppose we can get away with a few. But if our whole population were, what would happen to our world's population? Down the sinkhole that we go. There'd be nothing left. there would be no children to create for us in the future. No one to carry on our messages to the future. The tales of the past, our ancestors' deeds, the works of those great men. No one to continue the industry. No one to do anything, because they wouldn't exist. So is that a harm to our continuance, to our current status? Does it lessen what we are capable of? Homosexuality? Does it lessen what we are capable of as a people? When there's less of us being born? Yes! Because there's less of us. So is homosexuality a false good? Because they say it's a good thing. They try to make sure everybody thinks it's a good thing. But I don't see it as a good thing. I see it as a false good. As a bad thing, really. Very detrimental to us all. Thank you for your time. Christopher David Clayton of the United Unified Belief.